Hey everybody, this is Justin with zZounds, and we have a video today going over the different types of setups you can use for your first final listening experience. The video might also be helpful for those who currently have a setup but want to upgrade it to something a little bit more suited to their needs. We'll go over three types of turntables in this video. One of them is what is in front of me, which is a standard type of belt drive turntable. We also are going to go over wireless Bluetooth turntables as well as USB turntables. So there's different usages for each. So by the end of the video, you will hopefully know the difference between them and know which one will be right for you. All right, so before we get to the turntables, you might notice these handy speakers in front of me. These are the KRK Go Aux 4 speakers. And the cool part about them is that they are powered speakers, so they won't need an amplifier to power them, which makes this a very simple, streamlined setup. We're going direct from the turntable right into the speakers, and that's all you need. Cool part about these, though, is they have multiple connection options. There's TRS input, RCA input, an aux in, even USB input, as well as a couple frequency adjustments for high and lows to kind of get it dialed into your current listening environment. So these are the Go Aux 4s. We will be using these for all three of the turntable demonstrations to show you how you can interface with these. So the first turntable we're going to talk about is this one, the Audio-Technica AT-LP70X. And this is a great option for a standard basic operation high quality turntable. This one being a belt drive. A couple features that are important to know about this to see if this is the right one for you. It's got 33 or 45 RPM speed adjustment if you'd like to play 45s versus a standard 33 and a third record like this. It also has a switch over here for adjusting from a 12-inch size record to a 7-inch size record, which is a nice feature. To interface with these speakers, for instance, I'm just running an RCA cable out of the back and running them right into the speakers, and that's all you need. You're done. Last thing is on the back, there is a switch to engage or disengage the internal preamp. This has its own preamp. It's going to boost this signal up to a level that these speakers want to receive. Because of that, I'm going to go on the back and I'm going to flip this to line, which means it's going to output a line level signal. If you have like a stereo receiver, an external preamp for instance, you're going to want to switch this to phono, and phono just means that it disengages the internal preamp here. So without sounding too much more confusing, that's kind of the general gist of how all of the turntables in the video will operate. They will have a phono versus line level signal. So that's the basic rundown of a standard type of turntable, like this Audio-Technica AT-LP70X. For our next turntable, we're going to be looking at a wireless Bluetooth capable turntable. And the one I have in front of me is the Audio-Technica AT-LP3XBT. And this is going to be an upgrade of their older AT-LP3, where they added obviously the wireless Bluetooth capabilities as well as an upgraded cartridge. And this is an awesome alternative to the previous turntable with the Bluetooth functionality. So that kind of bridges the old school versus the new school wireless kind of setup. And it's very handy to have Bluetooth connectivity because, for instance, these KRK Go Aux 4s, they're Bluetooth ready. So all you got to do is just hold that Bluetooth button on the front of the unit, and those can wirelessly connect to this, no cables necessary, which is super great. Also, if you're using Bluetooth headphones, you could just pop on a record, put on your Bluetooth headphones, pair it to those, and just kind of walk around the house and do your business listening to vinyl, which is such a treat, I think. Just like the last turntable, it has all the same features. 12-inch size for 7-inch size switch. It also has an anti-skate control, which is nice, to adjust how the needle sits in the groove so it doesn't wear out one side of the grooves in your records. Going on the back, phono versus line switch, which disengages or engages that preamp, as well as your RCA outputs to connect to speakers. Which is the nice part about this. You can use it as a wired speaker setup. It does not have to be exclusively Bluetooth or wireless, but if you want it to be wireless, this button on the front, which is the Bluetooth button, is how you're going to pair it to the speakers. So you just hold that button for a few seconds and it'll automatically pair to Bluetooth capable speakers like these KRK Go Aux 4s. So this is a great option for somebody who wants to bridge the old school turntable style with the new school wireless Bluetooth capable device. And this model number, again for reference, is the Audio-Technica AT-LP3XBT. So for our last turntable, we have a USB style turntable, which is this in front of me. This is the Audio-Technica AT-LP60XBT USB. So obviously, as the name implies, this has USB connectivity, which is awesome for those who want to easily use this as an interface to connect to your computer to, for instance, maybe digitize your vinyl collection, or for people who want to make digital playlists from their records so they can listen to them on the go, out and about. So let's check out some of the features here. There is a button on the front for a 33 versus 45 RPM speed. There is also the switch for a 7-inch versus a 12-inch size record right there. And once again, on the back, you have a phono versus line switch, so you can engage or disengage the internal preamp, so you can run it with an external preamp, for instance, and fully automatic start and stop function, which is kind of cool. You press start, it'll auto lift the cartridge, move it over and drop it, as well as when you hit stop, it'll actually remove it and set it back. So that's kind of a fun quality of life thing. This turntable also encompasses all of the features of the previous two, which is a cool thing to have. You could run this wired like I have it now. I'm running the audio out with a cable on the back here, as you can see, just direct to the RCA connections on our speakers. So that's a wired connection. Also, if you want wireless Bluetooth, if you see on the front panel right here, we have our Bluetooth button, and you could just use that to pair to wireless speakers like these as well. And additionally, the USB connection. So it has a port on the back where you're going to use a typical Type A to Type B USB cable, and you're going to run this directly to your computer. And then you can use software like any DAW or audio workstation of your choice, like Audacity or Acon. We actually have the Acon Acoustica 7 as a software option that is also available at zZounds that you can use to digitize them from vinyl to an electronic version, which is awesome for those who have maybe an extensive collection of rare records they don't want to play anymore, or maybe they just want to have a digital version of their collection. So this is great for people who are looking for that. Please do check out this if you want a wired or a wireless or a USB interfaced turntable. Once again, this is going to be for the person who wants to digitize their collection, most importantly. Finally, that model number again is the Audio-Technica AT-LP 60XBT USB. Hopefully this video helped you guys demystify the differences between these types of turntables and know the applications so you can choose the best one to fit your home system. If you want a no-frills option, choose a standard turntable like a belt drive for a no-frills, high-quality listening experience. If you want a more modern version of that to integrate with wireless systems or Bluetooth, get a wireless Bluetooth turntable. And finally, if you have a large vinyl collection and you want to archive or digitize that, grab a USB turntable so you can convert those to a digital system. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. As usual, please like and subscribe to our page so you can see cool content like this in the future. And please check out the website. All of the products I discussed are available for purchase there, as well as flexible payment plan options so you can grab all of these for an even more affordable price. Once again, check out zZounds.com.